This year we had a patient who's 18 years old, was driving, stoplight, hears a crash, locks up his hands, and gets struck from behind. Pretty big impact. So he ends up spraining both his wrists, both his shoulders, and a little head and neck. He was 18, so you think you're going to feel better tomorrow. Second day comes around, third day, still having problems. 2 or 3 months later, his family's kicking him in the butt, and finally he seeks treatment. So the neck and back parts were fairly easy to get better. However, those wrists and shoulders took more work. And it wasn't just school work that you'd expect out of an 18-year-old, it was also his side job. He was working at a facility where he's pulling a lot of tires off, putting them back on, stripping out. It's a lot of hand, shoulder, wrist work. It's awkward, it's heavy, it's long hours. Those are a few things wrists and shoulders don't like to do over and over and over again. Sure enough, that's going to slow his healing. I think we can all expect that if you're overworking the tissue every day, you're just not going to get better. I tried to describe to him what a teeter-totter was, because at his age, he doesn't quite remember teeter-totters. Too many video games, not enough teeter-totters, where he's got to do more good than bad every day. And there's some days he does more good. Icing, stretching, video games aren't too hard on the shoulders. But every time he goes to work, he's tipping that teeter-totter. And those 8-10 hour days and the weekends are just beating up his body. He's not healing and recovering from it. As circumstances got lucky and his schedule slowed down and he was working less, it finally saw the difference of, hey, I do feel better when I work less. 18-year-olds. But it's one of those great examples of sometimes life happens and work happens. His job requires too much hand, wrist, shoulder. It's going to delay healing. It's going to make everything a lot harder. He is getting better. He is making progress. But it's a situation that just makes the system slow down. There's too many 3 steps forward and 2.5 steps back with him. He'll get better. He'll get back where he needs to be. And life does happen. We just have to find ways to manage that in any treatment plan and set our expectations accordingly.